So my son picked me up at LAX airport, and we directly drove going towards Mission Viejo, where my sister is, because I will visit her, and then he will bring me back to his house. So this is where the road going to we exited already, and we're on our way to go to my sister's house. It's lots of green trees and vegetation and everything like manicured and all that. And then me and my sister, we went to the lake Mission Viejo. It's a big lake wherein it's surrounded by houses and picnic areas and eateries and restaurants and all that. And you can I think it's a membership. They pay and they reserve the place, and we can do anything, and then we pay extra if we want to ride the boat, and we'll do kayaking or just anything in the water. There's a lot of fun stuff to do. And so yeah, that's where like the pier there in the by the lake of Mission Bay with my sister. And then we went to visit her sister-in-law at top of the hill, still in Mission Bay. And then we went to just relax at her house, my sister's house. And then we ate there. Her husband fixed us some food, and we ate there at the garden, at the patio. And it's an open space, so I really like the setup. And their cat, I forgot the name. And they have apples there in the backyard, or all kinds of fruits. The husband has many fruit trees there at the back, and then he fixes those. He cooked those things, pizza and all those kinds of salad. And they have wholesale flower shop, and so we just went there and visited and just went around for a little bit with my sister. And then at one time I go back and forth in Mission Viejo, so I stay there for a long time, like 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. And then when they all go to work, I'm by myself, so I go out to this middle of the forest, middle of the city, where there's a little mini forest, and I go do my walking there like almost every day. And there's not a lot of people, but you feel safe because there's actually, on top of the hill are big houses. So we went to downtown and LA, and we saw these things here, lots of fun, and kids like walking around and all that. There's a lot of shops there that are like high-end shops. And then we went back also, and then drove to the signs there of the stars of the movie stars, like of course I love Walt Disney. There's hundreds of those along the pavements as you go on the streets of LA, downtown LA, and the other side, and on the other side of the road, and the right side and the left side of the road. It's all lined up there, and so we can just take pictures there and stand there, or whatever you want to do, just to make it's like a landmark that you can take pictures there to make sure that you have proven that you are there in downtown LA. And it was fun. There's a lot of people there. Oh my God, lots of people there walking back and forth. But you just have to concentrate on what you want to do and have fun. There's a lot to see in LA, in downtown, in the suburb, in the Beverly Hills, and I haven't taken pictures over there. And there are impersonations of the movie stars, like Frozen or Marilyn Monroe. And when you take pictures with them, you have to pay. You give them, that's their livelihood, So there's like music everywhere, sounds and what have you, and then there's the restaurants. You just pick up. The other side is like pick the lesser restaurants, and then we went to, my son drove back, and then after that the next day we went to Redondo Beach. So this is the pier here, and there's and close to the pier there's apartment buildings, and then down below would be like the what do you call visitors place, or any, you can just buy anything there. There's a lot of food, lots of drinks, restaurants and all that. But then you can hear the splashing of the waves because it's underneath the water. And I had fun. I like that. I really like the sound of the water. And so that's where the pier is, where I really enjoy. I want to keep coming back there. There's a lot like strolls and strips of restaurants of seafoods and all kinds of seafoods, all kinds of cooking, like French or Louisiana, something Mexican. I mean, all kinds of recipe or menu that are on different countries. But you don't feel that you're in the city, because in there is lots of stones. It's if you were really in the middle of somewhere, because even though there's lots of people, but everything is nature. You can walk around all around it, and like after you eat, you want to digest your food, so you just get mixed up or confused with so many choices. So you can keep coming back there, so that you don't have to eat the same restaurant. You taste the other restaurants there, also like desserts and just something, and that you don't get tired of going back, because there are lots of benches there that you can sit and read and write or do blogs and create movies or what have you. It is really refreshing. It's a big space, big area, so you don't get bored with that place. You can keep going back there, and the sound of the waves is just refreshing. So the water will sprawl from all over, because even from San Diego to here to San Clemente, Mission Viejo, San Juan Capistrano, where's this Laguna Beach, Dana Point. It's all beach over there until to the north, the Pacific Coast Highway, and going to that Redondo Beach, Santa Monica Boulevard, LA, Beverly Hills. It's just a nice place. Everything water. I like it there. It's the city and nature combined. Oh, that's my son's porch. He is a green thumb, just like my youngest daughter. So whatever he puts there, and it will grow. So that's what he does. Any seed or anything, it will grow. But then they want to do biking over there at the hills of Palos Verdes. So because my son's house is just below it, be very close. It's in that area. So they would go, his friends, his classmates from way down in elementary, they're still friends, and they go together. They're still barcadas, hang out together a lot, and they help each other. So even until now, that's how many years now? Like 30 something years. So they go biking there. It's a trail. It's a mountainous area, and so they have these mountain bikes that they use. It's a train, and that's on top of the hills, and then all the houses there, that's the houses of the ones in Palos, Verdes. So that's what it is. It's really nice in there. Oh, water everywhere. A beach. And some will just do anything. There are some who will exercise in there, running, playing volleyball. I mean, they're just having the time of their life, living, existing, and having fun. So please subscribe to my channel. Hit like